these guys are late. They should get penalty. And I talked to the management, and they were like, I had to give them the penalty.
Also, the management they were not aware.
Think about Jay, okay? Like the fact that he played at home and not on the spot.
Okay.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Spotlight with Nine. And tonight, we're shining a light on someone truly special. She's dynamic, force in the Mlbb world, and so much more. Shoutcaster, she is an influencer, and currently an active star, and so much more that she will be. We will dive deeper into that. And here's the kick, folks. We are going to learn about her, and as we talk about her journey, her challenges, it will be an absolute treat. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned with us. And also, I know I've been doing this alone for a few episodes. You guys might be wondering, where is my partner in crime? Well, tonight I'm not flying solo because joining with me is a guy you all love and adore, the one and only Bolty. Bolty, welcome to the show.
Your appraiser is here.
Oh, there you go.
Be back, ladies and gentlemen. What have it been, like 4 episodes? Been missing out, not being able to show myself here, but it's good to be back, Nine. Thank you for having me again. But I'm not the main cast or the main guest of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually have the one and only Miss Jenny to my side here. So let's go.
Thank you so much for the introduction. But there's a correction that I need to make. I actually am not an active star anymore because I resigned. On December I resigned because there's a rule that you cannot get involved with diet selling or promotion or any kind of stuff like that. So, and from active star we get diets, but not as much as we used to get this. And the stores are providing me more in cash, that too. So I thought, let's just resign active star and get a business,
So
this business.
Those are better approach, to be honest.
yeah, that's true.
What
are they?
On December, and turns out a lot of people reported me too, but beforehand.
Oh wow.
You said you are not a part of the active store, but I see you Instagram all over promoting a store. Like, tell us something about that, even before you get started.
Okay, so Tap Arcade, the website is not that old. I think they recently developed it. And it's a legit store. Like, they don't scam, they don't do nothing, and there's customer service as well. And they also does daily giveaways as well. And if you refer a friend, the website, if you use your referral code and recharges, you get a 5%. So if you can invite a lot of friends to recharge from the app, from the website, you can actually earn money in your wallet, and you don't have to spend any money to recharge for yourself, for your own account.
And with that, we also have a treat for them, right, Jenny? Like 10. So 10 people. So all you have to do is comment your favorite hero on the comment section, both on Instagram and YouTube. And that's all. Depth Arcade will DM you and you'll get your giveaway. That's it. Anyway, moving forward. I know you just had your exam.
You already know, like, the exam was good. It was really good, better than I expected. But then I forgot to sign my attendance sheet. And when I came back home and I checked my phone, there were so many missed calls from the teachers, from my friend. And turns out they were calling me to try and get in touch with me to make me sign the sheet. My home is far from the college. Oh, and I came back home around 4:30, so there was no time to go back and sign it. And I scolded. Plus, the teacher, she let me sign it tomorrow, so I have to go again tomorrow. So I got lucky that she's lenient with me.
And you all have that one teacher who always have our, back.
So tell us like more about yourself. Like I know you're studying. Can you tell us like what you're studying and what how's life and
Obviously, it sucks when you have to give your exams and all, but otherwise, actually, it's good because I have worked before. I have worked as a NCC teacher for 3 years. So I know how it feels when you're working and going to the same place every day in the morning, coming back in the evening, the same routine, you know? But when you're a student, yeah, during the exams, it's hectic. But the other time, you're chilling. You're just chilling, just loving your life, going out with your friends, playing games, enjoying time, doing whatever you want, right? Stress. But then again, you know, people, when they are studying, when they are in the student life, they think that when will the student life be over? When will I get a job? When will I earn? And you're wrong. Enjoy your student life. Once you start working, you're going to regret it.
We talk about the job situation, and when we're students, we like, when am I gonna get a job? And when the job situation hit, I don't have time to play. Wait, I'm just I'm just paying out for the rents, you know. So yeah, speaking of that, as a streamer yourself now, an influential streamer, Jenny, what have your journey been so far in the streaming industry?
Streaming industry, well, I started streaming with BGMI. I used to stream scrims where people used to play. And that's where I also started the casting journey because I was streaming and casting at the same time in my own page. So that's how it started with BGMI. But then I was more inclined towards MLBB because I was playing MLBB a lot. So I started streaming MLBB customs instead of girls customs that too. So I used to get a lot of viewers, obviously Ben. Since it's girls custom. Because of that, my page started, you know, blowing up. And then I continued with MLBB. I didn't go back to BGMI. Sometimes, once in the blue moon, I used to stream BGMI and that's it.
I mean, for the first time, like I heard your name was for a friend of mine. Like that was during the pandemic. When I wanted to host a tournament, and then they were like, I need to get a female caster. And they're like, oh, talk to Jenny. I was like, that time I was like fresh new to like a, baby to MLBB. As I talked to Jenny, I was like, who is she? And I thought when I came to the stream, I thought you were Naga. Okay. I thought you were Naga. And I was like, oh my goodness, that goes sir so long. And I was like, but you had so much confidence in your voice. I was like, oh, she must have been doing this for long. She must be in Hindi you say bade log, right?
Then having you now and getting to know you, it's so, I think that was my preconceived idea has totally vanished. And it's such an honor to have you here as a guest. So friendly, so open. So yeah, once again, it's an honor to have you here. And Bolty, I've already talked to you, and you guys have known each other, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember which tournament, but turns out Shin introduced Bolty to me in a tournament, and we were on Discord. And then I don't remember if we casted together, but we did cast in the same tournament. So it's been a while since I've known Bolty.
The tournament was like, I think it was the monthly playoff that Shin and his
I
team
guess,
did.
yeah. All esports.
Yeah, Cold Esports, yeah, definitely. And that's where I met all like the coded casters. Scared Yet, Crunchy. I think Kronos wasn't there at that time, right? I'm pretty sure he wasn't there. So, speaking, I guess I'm older than Kronos in the count. Yeah, the way here. But anyhow, speaking of the confidence you've grown up with the streaming thing, I'm pretty sure we can move to, it went to like casting now, right? So casting, you said you've been doing this in like the girls tournament and all, and then, keep casting until you actually made it to the big stage, the NEC. So Jenny, I actually want you to share our audience and us as well about your NEC experience as a host.
Okay. I wasn't supposed to be the host in the beginning. I was supposed to be a caster, and they were looking for a host. So I honestly, for me, I wanted to cast, but they were looking for a host, and turns out Reinhardt, he forwarded my pictures and some clips to the people who were doing the selection, and they told him to recruit me as a host. So, yes, I did host, and the experience was awesome. It was a new experience because it was live telecast. I have done anchoring and hosting before, but it was never a live telecast. So the experience is different and new, and I loved it. But even then, I loved casting more than hosting. I don't know if you guys saw, but I also cast a few matches and the finals.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to cast. I told them that, okay, I'm going to be hosting, but you're going to have to let me cast for at least one match. The first match in the LAN, in the second day with Linwell, production was really impressed. They told me that we want you to cast for the finals. And then, yeah. So the last day for the finals, I casted again with Scared Yet, and it was awesome.
It's like, when we saw you up there in the live, we're like, this is actually happening. Because everyone was like talking about this NEC as in like, a big tournament, like the first big tournament, and then we see you up there. For the first, I think it was really well delivered, apart from the technical difficulties. And also, I think there's a story behind to your, the viral meme that went around you, the high five and the fist bump or you ignoring, who. So could you give us the story?
Okay. So it was Zoltan. I think he was the leader of Divide Regime, right? And that clip, it wasn't even the live telecast, okay? It was a practice session where we were just practicing. We're gonna announce the team name, and they're gonna come into the stage. So someone from the audience who were watching the practice session recorded it and posted it, and another guy made a meme out of it. And it wasn't like I even ignored it. I was, my hands are full, and I was like, okay, go, it's just practice session. But
Yeah, that's true. So, whatever they show in media is not true, kind of thing, Yeah, I think you have come so far. Like what I really admire about you, I think Bolty also really does, which he will share later on. But from my end, what I really like about is your confidence. For me as well, to come on screen is such a big challenge. Even right now, doing podcast, I may sound very confident at the moment, but as soon as I turn on my cam, it'll be like I'll be so conscious. So how do you deal with it?
Well, I have been there. When I started initially, I wasn't using no face cam, and I used to keep thinking about it. Like, shall I do it? Shall I not do it? Are people gonna throw me this? And people did throw me a lot. And people did make a lot of comments on my MP. Then I realized it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. All that matters is if you're being entertaining. Yeah, because as an influencer, as public figure, what do you want? You want attention from people. You want the views. You want to grab their attention. So let it be. Even if they're trolling your appearance, even if they're here to look at you because you're looking bad, still engagement. At first, it did affect me at first. Like, oh no, they're commenting on me. They're commenting on my nose, on my hair, on my skin. I used to have bad acne before. Now it's gone. So yeah, I used to get affected. But later on, I'm like, looks, it's not in your control. You're born the way you are. So there's no point. I started ignoring, and then the confidence just kept on going up.
If the internet itself, the whole entirety of the internet, don't go Haiti on you, it means you're doing it right.
Except,
And a few people is just a few people. There's always obstacle along the way. So as the content creators, influencers, it's really a given.
if they hate you no matter what.
Exactly.
Haters and lovers is like 2-to-1 ratio, I guess, or maybe 5-to-1.
So let's talk. I mean, I know there was a big event we just had last year with the NEC, and we had big
figures out there who was in the present both team, that is Switch and Apex, who have been in the international scene, and both going against each other. In your opinion, whom do you think, is better?
Both are good in their own ways. Obviously, both are international players. They have a lot of experience and whatnot. They have been playing since a long time in this community. But if I have to choose between Witch and Apex, I think I'll go for Apex because that guy is on another level. Like I heard in the land that he does a lot of research and he literally came with a diary. Like when they came to play ABM, that guy came with a diary, some diary or a copy, like a big one, where he probably written down strategies and whatnot, and his strategies somehow work for them. So I think he is not just a good player, but also a good leader. He's a good shot caller. So if I have to choose between Apex and which is a player, I'll go for Apex. He's better.
Yeah.
That's looking real nice. Yeah, based on the research, I feel like Apex, you're picking up the diary in front of the everybody, like a big one looking at the drafting, this and that. Yeah,
You saw that?
I feel like
Yeah, it
I
was
saw that.
there
He
in
was
the
there.
live.
They
Really?
focused the
Yeah.
camera. Yeah, during the live. Yeah, they focused the camera on him taking out the diary. To us, it actually looks like a map. Okay. Like
Yeah,
a
it
big
looks like
that
map,
you're
yeah.
looking at.
So he took a big chart.
Yeah. All right. With that being said as well, Jetty, gonna talk a little bit of the controversy on. Okay, what do you think about Jay? Okay, like the fact that he played at home and not on the spot.
Okay. So first of all, I think they talked about this to the management of NEC Cup. Like, can we make him play this and that? I don't know what kind of arrangement they had. Whatever it was permitted, allowed, whatever. I don't know about it. But I think since ABM had 5 players there, since Dark was there in the LAN, Dark should have played. He wasn't there in the first day, I guess. He came in the second day. Okay, first day he wasn't there. All right, Jay can play the first day since they only have 4 members, no other option. You can go 4 versus 5. But when he was there, I think they should have let him play because you're in a LAN. So when you have your 5th player physically present, then what's the point of the player who's not present playing, right? But other than that, I heard a lot of things that the management favored ABM, this and that. I don't think there was any favoritism because they even said that they increased that last few days because of ABM. That's not the case. The thing is, the LAN got postponed, and people were like, "What would they do? No, the YouTube channel need to be active. There need to be more matches because the LAN got postponed. So they also needed the engagement so that the hype doesn't die. So they increased the days and they increased the matches. But there was no favoritism for ABM. Only thing that went wrong is that they should have let Dark play instead of Jay because Dark was physically present there, right? That's the only complaint. Not complaint, I should say. Not convinced. Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I think that's a sentiment that everyone cares. Like, why was he, if Dark was there, why wasn't he placed? I think even Radium made it clear, and then now you being here, you're like, you're just
Radium,
second.
you guys talked to Radium about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
He was in the podcast before.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said. He said that we already talked to the management, and then they said it. They said it was okay, like it was agreed. Even Radium said that he was disappointed that it was not conveyed to the audience because the audience knew only the half truth. So
That's true.
so it seems like ABM was being the villain, it looks like it was favoritism, but it was just portrayed in a manner.
If that's the case, it will look like favoritism. Now the thing is, okay, you have gotten the permission and this and that, but if you have your 5th player present physically and he's not playing, so audience, they are going to think otherwise.
Yeah.
Because if it's like, Dark is not a good player. We don't want him to play, something like that.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
want Jay, something like that.
Yeah.
And I think there's no point of blaming ABM as well. I mean, if you're saying that one player, Jay, is so good that you cannot just win against them if he is playing, right? Just in case, okay, imagine Jay was present there in the tournament. It would have been easier for them. No, it would have been easier for them to communicate. So I think if you were such a good team that you can defeat ABM, you would have defeated them even if Dark played instead of Jay, right? But yeah, for me, I will always say that Dark should have played instead of Jay.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I think like putting, like, I know there's so much thing about like the first organization that held like LAN in such a big event. So obviously it involved a lot of sentiments of especially the Northeast because of the name, right? The name of the cup, of the tournament. But also I think we have to put it to an end, where we actually, because there's like, that was the first, and just hoping that it won't happen again. And yeah, again, it comes down to the organizers that, whatever is being portrayed, I think a clear communication should be made between the audience as well, not just the players, because even the audience are the one who is watching. They are they are the one who is making all the hype, so they have the right to know as an audience. So I think that's where even us as an organizers also really need to improve.
All right, so Jenny, I think there's like a penalty, right? A penalty for MMG during the Northeast Cup that we just for some reason on the audience side we just saw the game being played, the drafting started with like 1 point on the side of Divine Regime, and it was like, what how was that possible? Is this management Joe or something? So if you could tell us about that, that would be so good.
Okay. First of all, that match was the first match I casted in the LAN with Linwell, and I loved casting it. So yeah, what happened is when we were about to start, when the match was about to start, I had no idea about the timing and shit. I just went to do my casting. Zolzan, the captain, the leader of Divine Regime, he came to me and he said that see, these guys are late, we came on time, and these guys are late, they should get penalty. And I talked to the management and they were like, yeah, they are late, we gave them the time, and they weren't even out when they were supposed to reach. So something like that happened. So basically they reached the venue late, and that's why they got the penalty. And Zolzan made sure that they got the penalty. This guy was like a hell of a leader. Hats off to Zolzan. He was like, no, yeah. He kept on reminding us, that they should get a penalty. They are late. So and in the end, yeah, MMG got the penalty. They had to one score was directly given to Divine Regime.
Yeah, now that it makes sense now, right? Nine? Like,
Yeah, it does.
I think we're doing a watch party that time, Nine.
Yeah, we were.
No, you were.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were doing a watch party.
Yeah.
I know, like a lot of people got disappointed because MMG is from Manipur, and Manipur has the biggest community, MLBB community. I think in India. I may be wrong, but I think you're from Manipur. You tell me.
Yeah, evil esports alone. Yeah, that time when the online phase against I think Capiz or even others, it's all like the concurrent always spiked to like 1K views.
Oh wow.
Evil esports alone.
Yeah. Exactly. I think it was the highest in the online phase. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people were disappointed. They were saying like biasness. No, actually they came late, and Zolzan, he kept on saying that we came on time, so it doesn't make sense if you don't give them a penalty. So I think the management later decided to give them the penalty.
Also, the management they were not aware that they came late.
Oh yeah.
They were, but they were being a little lenient because like
Okay, okay.
It's a big deal, no? It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal.
Something
Yeah.
like that in a LAN event when you're so close to winning it, giving a penalty like that, it's disheartening for them also. So they were like, okay, let's give them some time, let's give them a chance, let's be a little lenient, but they were too late. So in the end, yeah.
It makes sense now. Like we were all surprised at the end, like from the other side of the screen, like what's going on? Like this is the first match, and we are already seeing some points up and down. And now that I think those kind of communication is again that I've
Very
just mentioned.
important.
It's so important for the audience to know as well.
Yeah. Because if you don't do that, if you don't communicate it to the audience, they're kept in the dark and they'll assume things that are not even true. So yeah, it is important.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, moving to a little bit, we're talking a lot of serious things, so just keeping that
Yep.
side. Let's give a little chill. I know there's a trend going on right now. I know you will not. It'll be really difficult for you, but since you are in the LAN, and right now, the whole internet is going the top 5 most handsome. So we would want you to rate, like you were there on the LAN. What would you say?
I mean, top five most handsome players.
This is going to be the most replayed section in the YouTube video.
Yeah, this is gonna create controversy.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, just throw it. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, for me, in the LAN, the most handsome player would be my boyfriend.
Oh,
But
wait.
He was not playing. He was not playing. Like, he wasn't one of the players. He came to watch the tournament only for me.
Aw.
So, like, I have met all the players. I have even taken interviews and everything. Obviously, you guys saw. But I don't think I'll be able to rate them based on looks because I don't see them that way. Like, for me, when it comes to look, it's just my boyfriend.
Ah.
I don't want to go to that zone.
Okay,
I want
say
that.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's skip this.
Okay. All right.
Coming to sexism in our MLBB scene, it's so prominent right now. Whenever I've seen, like, whenever there's so many tournaments that's going on right now, but when the female cast, make her shut up. It's middle is always, better to do the shoutcast. And you being a shoutcaster, like, I'm sure that you have come across that. So what's your opinion on that? Like, do you think it only only the man's voice got it, or
No, the thing is, first of all, I've grown thick. Before it used to affect me. I get a lot of negative comments too, but now it doesn't. The thing is, people don't understand. Most people don't understand that there is one person is doing the color casting and one person is doing the hype casting. So one person is doing the analysis and this and that, the technicalities of the game, saying all that to the viewers, and the other person is just hyping it up. His job is to be loud. The louder one. It is his job to be the louder one. For me, I never do color casting. I have never been an analyst. I've always done hype casting, right? So yeah, I end up shouting. I end up getting overexcited. I end up getting a lot of things. So people think that, why am I always shouting? No, I am always shouting because, like, I am always hyping it up because I do hype casting. First of all, most people don't get it. So no complaints because they don't know about it. They're not aware about it. Secondly, I have seen people who are I think they are just anti about female casters because the same thing. I've seen same thing. Not talking about me. I've seen the same thing been done by the guy and the girl, and they are not criticizing the guy but the girl. So some people are just anti, and then again, you have to understand one thing: that the voice of a guy, like a man's voice and a female's voice, there's a lot of difference in it. Some people can control the pitch, and some people they cannot. Exactly. Girls, they have a really high pitch, and I think she's a great caster, but then again, she has a really high pitch. Right? When you see Kronos or Scared Yet, you won't see that high pitch. Right? And if I have a really bass voice because I was into commanding and all, so I don't know that. So I think it's people's preference. And what I have noticed from the comments is that the toxic people always give toxic comments to people they like no matter what. If they don't like you, they don't like you no matter what. And whenever I see constructive criticism, I only saw good about them. And they try to tell me where I have gone wrong, where I have gone right. So, it's up to you, because opinion matters. Karian tells me something, matters. Kronos tells me something, it matters. You guys tell me something, it matters. Because I know you're gonna give me a constructive criticism. But some toxic kid in the viewers section ranting about something so unnecessary, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Keyboard warrior.
Exactly. Oh wow, we sing. That's what.
Yeah, a lot. I think even Zeta mentioned about this keyboard warrior thing, even when we were talking about how much caster have to go through, being involved in so much of hate that they don't actually deserve. It really takes courage to even come up on the mic and talk non-stop, trying to, I know, of course, the players are already doing the entertainment, but able to deliver it, verbally is something, I think that's a skill, which I think we don't really understand, right?
Yeah, they don't understand. And I want to share this experience that happened in the NEC Cup. So I'm at a LAN. In being at a LAN is one thing, and watching from your home is one thing. So you already know that there has been some technicalities like errors with the mic and everything, right? So what happened is in the online, like in the telecast, the voices of the audience were not as loud as it was in the LAN. So when I was casting in the LAN, I was casting according to the noise of the audience in the LAN. So if the audience are loud, I'm going to be louder than them.
Right?
So I ended up almost shouting. But when you watch it on live, you cannot hear the audience. You can only hear me. So it was, why are they shouting? Got me? So I saw a lot of people commenting like this and that, and then obviously I'm not going to be go and explain to them that I was casting in the LAN. The audience were really excited. They were shouting. They were cheering out. I'm gonna have to be louder than them, and it actually worked. But when you watch it online, you won't be able to understand that, and it's not even your fault because voices of the audiences who are not in the live telecast. So yeah, sometimes you just have to judge yourselves and not get affected by comments from just anybody.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why these kind of podcasts, matters if people research into it and you can actually share what's behind the scenes. So yeah. Pretty much that one.
Also, I think accent is another problem. Like people, they complain a lot about my accent. Like right now, the way I'm talking, this is my natural accent. Given the fact that I'm Indian, they have to understand that even though I am Indian, I am from Assam, and people in Assam, Hindi is not our main language. We speak Assamese. And sometimes my Assamese accent kicks in. Even right now, it has done so many times. But they cannot expect me to have an accent like the Hindi accent when I'm talking English.
Right.
So whenever I cast, for some reason, they expect me to have that Hindi accent in my English. And because I don't have it,
they call it fake.
Oh,
Oh,
the fake accent.
yep.
people from Northeast, not only me, even you guys don't have that Hindi accent when you talk in English, right? So you can say that we are faking it. We're just like this because
Because we don't speak Hindi. Even when
we speak
Hindi,
we
we have a different accent. You got me?
Yeah.
Even
You have our own tone, right?
yeah. So when we speak English, obviously you won't be able to find that accent.
Oh.
Oh my god, they don't understand this and they always call my accent fake.
it's okay, guys.
Talking about accent, like, sometimes when people talk about accent, they're like, just talk in your normal Hindi accent. I was like, what, do you want to talk me like this? Like, and then they call me racist.
Like I have to
Hey, yo.
see. That sounds racist, right?
Yeah.
That is exactly what used to happen in my
So I like when they talk, when they come and talk to me and say something like that. So which is that's the mindset. I think that's a stereotype that we have to come out of. Any accent, it's where we are, how we are brought up, right? It's not about this accent belong to this thing. Right now, all the accents are so messed up. Globally, it's not about just Indians. So I think they have to have a bigger, it's just to, I think for narrow-minded, I would just say for that. And
Honestly, it's not even if you do have the Hindi accent, you're only gonna get trolled. I have seen people trolling really good casters, some really good casters, just because of their Hindi accent.
Exactly.
Then I have seen people calling me fake for not having the Hindi accent.
So haters
So gonna
hate anyways. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I hope they hear this. I hope they hear this. Like, really.
Yeah.
And also, like,
Mhm.
instead of trying to put people down, trying to put the casters down.
Mhm.
I've seen people in the comment section always comparing the casters, the international casters, this and that.
Mhm.
Yes, they are good. They are really good, and they are our inspiration.
Mhm.
But guys, if you don't give us a chance to work, if you don't give us a chance to get better, we will never be able to get to their level.
Mhm.
They are our inspiration, and let them be the inspiration. Let us keep working on it. But they criticize so much. They're like, no, we don't want Indian casters. Bring us international casters.
I think it happened globally. Yeah, I think it happened globally as well, right? I think this is the global thing with the whole accent thing. If you sound like, a little bit better, then that means you are internationally qualified. If you speak a little bit with your mother tongue included, then you're not qualified. I think that's the tag that has been carried out throughout. I think it's right now it's relevant. I think many of the viewers who are watching right now, they will also feel relevant, even in their, not just in casting world, but that even in their day to day, right? So coming to which, you being a female caster, there are now there are a lot of female casters coming up. So what's your opinion on that? Like, do you like it? How is it?
Yeah, of course, I like it. I like to say that many girls are coming up now, so people are gonna eventually stop complaining about female casters. Let them do it, and they are good. A lot of them are getting really good, but I don't I don't want to be rude, but for some reason they have these Indian female casters, they have this I don't know how to put it, but all of them sound the same for some reason. It's very hard for me to figure out if I'm not looking at the screen, like who is casting. It's hard for me to figure out who's casting, because all of them sounds the same. I don't know if it happens to you guys or just me, but for me, like, they all sound the same, but they are doing really good. I think Sarah is doing really good. I really like
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I think just a little bit of modulation in her voice, and she's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you as a caster, you need to set that unique pitch, right? Like, you need to, set that dominance of this is me whenever you're casting. That's what Kronos also told me, I think. Yeah. So it's very important.
Yeah. We had a discussion on that topic. It's the personality thing that Kronos scared, and we were all talking on Discord, and they were saying, like, basically yapping, saying that you gotta have your own personality. Like, you're like this, you're like this, you're like this. Otherwise, all of you are gonna sound the same, and that's exactly what I mentioned right now. They sound the same, because they see Scaredian as their inspiration. He's just good, like Scaredian. He has his own personality, and he's one of my favorite. But the girls, it's a good thing if you're taking skating as your inspiration, but then all of you are not supposed to sound like him.
Yeah.
Even some boys, I saw some new casters, they all sound like scared. Seriously, and I even so said that.
Almost agree. It is like, yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude or I'm not being salty about it, but it's just
Yeah.
funny at the same time and just facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just like put a put a light on something that I actually didn't notice. But now that you have mentioned, every time I hear somebody casting, now that's going to be something that I'm be paying attention to. Since we're in casting anyway, how long have you been casting? See,
Honestly, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, 2020. From 2020, I've been casting. So focus.
so like, was it easy for you to like just know the ultimate names and stuff like that?
Easy for me to say.
Ultimate names, the skills names.
Remembering the skill name? No. Initially, when I started as a caster, I was doing it like as a freelance caster at my own page. So there was no rules for me because it's my page, it's my wish. Do whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and during that time, I realized later that I was shoutcasting.
Oh.
Whatever I was doing is all shout. And I had no idea that I'm supposed to remember the skill names until and unless I actually casted in an official tournament,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I was really lazy. So I used to remember just a few names and then I used to skip out and the audience were still entertained somehow. Like I make sure I kept them entertained.
Mm-hmm.
But later I even wrote it down in a notebook.
The initial stage.
I memorized. And the thing is, if you're casting regularly, you don't have to memorize. It just comes to you if you're casting regularly. Yeah. Because even your co-caster is gonna mention the names. If you're watching a stream, they're gonna mention the names. So it comes to you like naturally. You don't have to memorize it. But for me, it was like I took a lot of break in between. I went to streaming and then I took a break from streaming as well. So it was hard for me to remember. I had to keep on revising it a lot. But later when I started this casting game again, then it just came to me naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was kind of excited to actually test the skills of Jenny here, trying to ask her some, rapid fire ultimate names, right?
For a very long time now.
Let's
just NEC Cup. And then January, 20 January.
That's the exam for MLB.
For my exam, my LFP exams are going on. Don't remember any skill names.
I guess.
I'll just ask you two, okay? Just ask you two ultimate names of, I think, the hero that you would like to use as well. Look, I'm not gonna go for the hard ones. I'm gonna be asking you what you used to spam before. All right, first up, I think you used to play Lolita a lot, right? I think you started out the game as a roam. So can we ask? No, not as a roam.
Yeah, it's Noodle Blast.
Oh yeah, okay, Nuvenum Plus. Okay. I see you play Gushin flawlessly. What about Gushin?
Oh, Gushin, I don't remember. Honestly, Gushin's ultimate, I think I never remembered. I just used the word swords.
Yeah.
I just remember the ultimate. I feel like, I skip some ultimates when I feel like I can work it. I can work without taking the name of the ultimate. Like this, this. Sometimes it's better to not take the name of the ultimate and take the say swords or dash to make it real longer when you're, I can say, be the longer.
Gushin's ultimate name's pretty long. Huh?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, incandescence.
Incandescent. A lot of tongue testing going on there.
Remember something?
That's part. I have three like I play Gushin, but not as much.
Yeah, but every time I see you play, like you're always on the Gushin.
Yeah, I see it.
Spamming the Gushin and stuff like that. The Shadow Blade slaughters and good stuff.
IQ 90C. Like currently, it's
Time to throw this away. So when I bought phone, it was like really smooth. So I started playing Gushen. I think I should try Gushen, and then I got so like fond of Gushen at that time. I spammed a lot, and I actually got better. And then I shifted to iPad, and it's this big. So forget about Gushen. Even playing Lolita was hard for me in that. Yeah, so I stopped playing Gushen after that.
The only plus we get from iPad is like the extra vision, right? Yeah. The vision that you get from the iPad view is so much different, okay? You can actually see, yeah, very satisfying.
So for roamer, it'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah, roamer and mid laner is pretty.
Yeah. I mean, you have played girls, right? Have you ever read on girls? Like, I saw a lot of short.
Oh, yeah.
I saw like like you play Goose, right? Because a lot of time when I play, like all the assassin players try to flirt with the girls just to show the skill. Have you done like while playing Goose? Have you read any girls?
Yeah, like I don't know if there is
Not, but yeah, I see some girls in my comment section. It was like, oh, you're an inspiration, and there are a few streamers in the community. I don't want to take their name, PC, but they used to tell me that, oh, you're so good, like you're good at jungling, you're good at everything. We see your streams, and because of you, I started streaming too. They said that, and now I've become an active star as well. So it felt good. So, but I never. I'm bad at accepting. What do you say?
Praise, yeah.
Like if someone tells me, oh, you're so good at this,
Self-denial?
So
I never accept it, but yeah, it did feel good. But what happened one time is that I was playing Gushen and I was playing Yurang. I was jungly. I think it was last year. And then but I was playing solo, and I thought maybe I'll record it. And so what I did is I kept my speaker open, but my microphone was off. So I was playing, and I was playing good. Like I got triple kill, maniac, and I got around 22 kills. So this guy and his friend, like they were trio, I think. So they were talking, and they were like, "Abe ladki hai kya? Ladki hai kya? Aapka boyfriend kill raha?"
I know.
they're like,
Oh, and what happens is like when I was streaming in Facebook, even when I had my face cam on, you cannot see my iPad because my iPad is really big. So I have to keep it in front of me, and then I play it, right? So I was playing Gushen, and then they used to be like, no, someone else is playing behind the camera. It's like, God damn it, it's me. So this happens. They think that if you're playing bad, something happens. Like even when you're playing heroes like Lolita or Kakura, so you play bad, right? So if you're playing bad, then it's okay. Then it's me playing. But if I'm playing good, some guy is playing.
Yeah.
Really. I don't know why some of the players why do they think that girls can't play assassin? I mean,
Is the stereotype.
I mean, they in every game, okay, not just in MLB. I've seen like, oh, she's a female. I don't think she can beat me because I'm a guy. But I think it goes a long way in this, even in the IRL, and again bring it into the virtual world. I think you have to do a lot with the culture, how we are raised too, right?
It's just that it's been ages that girls and boys, they were assigned that a girl is supposed to be this, and the boy is supposed to be this. So yeah. So now slowly the girls are getting into the, it's okay, actually it's okay, it's a fact. So now that the girls are slowly getting into the dominion of boys, such as gaming or any other thing, so it will take time for the stereotype to cease,
Yeah.
All right. One more thing. I think I dived deep into this. Like the meaning behind your IGN. Okay, before I think you changed this already. Why does it go like "hook me, daddy"?
But yeah, I remember.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you this. At first, it was Hook Me Daddy. Then it was Don't Hook Me Daddy. Then I changed back to Jen. And then I changed back to Don't Hook Me Daddy just recently, few days back. So what?
Yeah.
So at that time, I was under this KOL program, not even Active Star, the KOL. So I got a task where I was supposed to play Olus. Right? I was supposed to play Olus, and Olus had this really funny recall. I don't know if you know that recall where you just
It's massive. Yeah, that one. Yep.
that recall. So I was spamming the recall, and there was an opponent. In my opponent, there was the Franco. So I was spamming the recall, and I was like, "Hook me, daddy! Hook me, daddy!" Like, go. And well, he didn't hook me. But the opponent jumped on me and killed me. I was like, "Oh, hook me, daddy! There's a nice ring to it." So I changed my IGN into Hook Me Daddy. Then slowly, a lot of people copied it. Like so many people copied it. So I thought, let's make it Don't Hook Me Daddy. And then I made it Don't Hook Me Daddy. Then again, a lot of people copied it. Like so many. Before that, there was no Hook Me Daddy in the entire MLBB server. Like where there was no IGN of Hook Me Daddy. And then it was full of Hook Me Daddy. And then there was no Don't Hook Me Daddy. And then it was full of Don't Hook Me Daddy. And then I changed to Jen. I was like, a lot of people copied it. Jen. But then I was like, oh no, it's my signature name. I want it back. So I think this month itself, I changed it back to Don't Hook Me Daddy.
Actually, it's like a compliment. Like even as I hear, like when you said so many people copied it, that's the reach that you have.
Influence.
Yeah, the influence. I think that's an achievement. That's an achievement. Achievement of Hook Me Daddy.
Type it right now in the game. Search for the names, you'll get so many. Some even have my DP as if it's me.
Yep. Apple's countered those before.
Exactly. A lot of people DM me in my messenger, my Instagram. They're like, "Is this you? Is this you? I played with you." I'm like, so.
Even same way for Instagram, right? I mean, since you're doing like a lot of even in Instagram, like you have only one official page, right?
You mean Instagram page? My Instagram page?
Yes, I mean your account. Sorry, not page account.
Yeah, I have an account at Instagram, and it's the only I have two. One is like for personal use. I only add my like closest friends, my parents and relatives. And the other one is for the public account, right? That's the church one. And Instagram, I started using like properly last year only. That too, not the entire year. I think last year I barely had 5K followers. And then I slowly started uploading more reels and being a little bit more active. And now like the reach is getting better. It's hard to be like Instagram is very competitive. There's too much competition. Actually, there's competition everywhere.
Like you're into more Facebook or like in YouTube now? Now you usually stream or is it both?
Oh yeah.
Not actually. What happens? See, YouTube, I'm not active at all because YouTube, there's nothing much you can do. You can only just upload some shorts or go live for post videos. I don't have time to go live because of my exams. I don't have time to edit videos for my exams. And shorts like I can post shorts, but I'm lazy. I'm posting shorts on Instagram actually. And when I share something to my Instagram, it automatically gets posted in my Facebook because both are connected. So that is why Facebook is active. But otherwise, I am only active on Instagram these days.
Talking more into your career now, like currently you are studying at the same time. You are also, involved in so many other things. So how are you going forward with your career? Like, are you looking forward to going in a bigger stage in MLBB or like?
MLBB is like side chick, okay? Streaming, Instagram, like social media and whatever is going on, casting, everything is like side chick. The main chick, my yeah, I'm gonna go for either academics And if you're appearing for judiciary exam, gonna have to study a lot. Obviously, litigation, you're gonna have to do it because you need the experience of litigation. But I don't think I'm that much into litigation. It takes a lot of struggle. Like there's too much struggle and competition when it comes to litigation. So I might go to academics line. Like I might do a master's in LLB and be a professor maybe. Otherwise, I'm gonna practice and give the judiciary exam, state exams.
So there, like, does that mean like you won't be that active, or you'll still be? You'll be there around. You'll be hanging around.
Okay. So I don't know actually. I haven't planned anything, but I thought just go with the flow. And if I have time, I will be in the community still if needs time. But if I don't have time, I will stop because, like I said,
Oh no! Oh no! Committed girl. I think it's so inspiring to hear that from who have been in the scene for a long time. I think Bolty have seen you alongside him as well, because I think you really cross each other's journey, even as in the casting field and then streaming. Like when you even where you are at the moment, like did you ever thought, oh, I'm going to reach this point, like there'll be so many people that will know Miss Jenny, like when you started your journey, was like a kind of motivation that was really pushing you through to be where you are at this moment?
I never imagined actually. When I started like I did it for fun. I had no idea that I'm gonna be a big streamer or something. Actually, I'm still not a big streamer. First of all, I'm not. So when I started, I was like, it was 2020. It was like, during COVID, right? So I had a lot of free time. And let's just stream, let's just have fun with my friends. And that's how I started. But later I realized that you could actually earn some money, some side cash. I thought, why not? And I monetized my Facebook and I started getting paid slowly. That's when I started getting really interested because I was earning. And so I took it seriously. Casting just happened in the way. There was this guy who texted me saying that I should text Zeta. Zeta is the one who got me into this line, to be honest. And yeah, so casting just happened, never planned. Nothing was ever planned actually. And now that I even hosted a LAN, I even casted in a LAN, I never thought this would happen. Sometimes I still don't expect it, but sometimes when I'm like out in my hometown, when I'm going shopping and these are people like, are you Mr. Jenny? I saw you with Facebook.
How is this even possible?
I never expected this. It just happened.
So you said like people recognize you outside, like when you were.
Yeah, sometimes. It's not often. Sometimes.
That's like, I think that says a lot about where where you are at the moment. Your achievements, like you have reached really far, and I hope you don't stop. Like when you said, I might stop, bro. I hope you don't, because you are really an inspiration to many. I think even for me, I have just started my casting, like small with Bolty, just there as a replacement, or like if there's no, it's like an option, So seeing you, see other caster who have been there before me, it's nice to hear, to get inspiration from.
When I started casting in Tormes, so during that time, there weren't a lot of female casters. 2 or 3 were there. Zings was there, and I don't remember anyone else other than Zings. So sometimes what happens, like I'm supposed to cast this match, and a male caster will come and take over, and I used to get angry. Like, no, this was supposed to be me. I was supposed to cast this match, and I used to get mad. Yeah, and I'd be like, why did you let him cast? This was my match.
Even Zeta, like, no,
Fight for your place.
Now it's different. Now it's complete. Now I'm like, you next my match. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring to hear about the career and all, but one thing I want to ask is what has been like the proudest moment of your this casting career so far?
Proudest moment of the casting career. I don't know. I think it's, I felt really good when that day when I casted for the first time in NEC. I think in Tatan, in the second day, and then the production and the other people who takes the calls the shots. They were like, no, we want you for the finals. Like, you did a really good job. We want you for the finals. And like they were impressed. So that was proud moment for me because even though I did cast a lot, it was my first time in LAN. And the fact that I could do good and the fact that they wanted me to cast more was a proud moment for me. I felt like, okay, I am doing a good job.
You are doing a good job.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. Then there were people in the land who came and appreciated. Some even came for autographs and this and that. So yeah, I think those were the proud moments.
Indeed. And absolutely, you're still gonna be my favorite caster, favorite female caster. Same goes with my girlfriend as well. Still goes with my girlfriend because she likes your casting a lot. Okay, Jenny?
You should introduce me to your girlfriend. Maybe, but
She's wrong.
schedule so. No, it's hard to grab the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, but maybe someday. No. Really. But she's very supportive in whatever I do. So yeah.
that's nice. Yeah.
I hope your boyfriend is too.
He's very
I mean, like-
supportive of
Thing. Like he even came to watch the NEC Cup only for me. He wanted to watch me live. He wanted to watch me host. He wanted to watch me casting. So, and even when I was casting, like when the casters are supposed to cast from a different place, like it was way up the stadium, away from the audience. So my boyfriend, he came and sat right in front of me when I was he didn't want to like stay pay. He just wanted to see me cast live, not in sprint. So he's very supportive. He, in fact, he was telling me to, come up with a new Instagram account where we are planning to make contents on finance and so
Okay.
he's supportive, very supportive.
That's nice.
All right. To Jenny's boyfriend who's watching this, you drop your crown, King.
Yeah. The 2025 have started. Is there any like exciting project that you are, currently working on apart from, the
So far, not really. Like I got approached for so many tournaments, but nothing like catchy, not something very, very catchy, I got approached by a lot of stores actually. They are like, promote my store. I cannot. One store at a time, and I am working with them again. So yeah, this is one good thing about 2025 because I'm earning. And secondly, yeah, there has been a lot of tournaments who's approached me, and I told them that they're gonna have to wait because right now my exams are going on. So I think after my exams are over, there will be projects, but so far nothing much.
So basically summing up so far with the 20 days of 2025, all we talk is money for the moment. Which is good.
Honestly,
I am money minded when it comes to putting effort, when it comes to hard working. I expect to get paid. I expect to get something out of it. I am very much result oriented. I should get a result. I putting a lot of effort into something. If there's no nothing you're getting, no consideration, it is not productive according to me. Right? Even if I'm casting, even if I'm putting a lot of hard work in my casting day and night, if I'm not getting a desired payment, if I'm not getting a good consideration for my services, I'm gonna lose interest.
Sound like reasonable. I think that's where Zeta is also trying to do that, right? For many casters to really bring in the real money for the casters to participate in.
Regarding that.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, we keep on fighting. Okay, please.
Yeah. I think he really likes counseling people. I think he's good at it. Like, he corrects people. So who's there? I mean, as we're coming to the end, I also really wanted to ask you, who is your inspiration to, in the MLBB scene?
Inspiration, like as a caster?
Yeah, overall.
Caster, and then gameplay. Yeah, those two.
Okay. Indian Community. Caster, I see my inspiration has been Mirko because obviously the guy's hype casting is on another level.
Yeah.
I could never reach that level, but I can still take inspiration. But when it comes to Indian Community,
Just say I'm Cycle favorite.
She's taking a lot of time to think.
I like some parts of Chronos, I like some parts of Cirque, and I like to mix it and all, but no.
I think it's better if we just keep it like it internationally.
Okay, yeah, internationally.
Right,
Yeah.
Everything international. Yep.
And gameplay, when it comes to gameplay, sometimes it's not just about gameplay, but it's also about your everything inside over here. When it comes to drafting and a lot of things, counters, this and that, Apex is good. Apex is really good. So from Indian Community, yes, Apex. International, I have no idea.
All right. Sounds well. But I think right now there's this, the ban of MLBB in NA, I think, has been going around in like wildfire. What? Do you have any thoughts about that, Jenny? Like, what's going on?
No. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, I haven't even been updated about a lot of things because I'm completely focused on my semester exams. But I came across a post where it was like, oh, MLBB banned, this and that. And one guy commented, he's from Manipur, like one Manipuri guy commented, people, Indians be like, first time?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Feel bad for them because during our time of ban, even though the app is banned in our country, I think we still have access to like Indian servers, right? And then we just have to install the app and we get good ping, I think like 30, 50. But for them, even if they use like the VPN, they're gonna have high ping, right? So I've seen lots of NA streamers that have been playing MLBB. Generally, I think Hoon as well. I think today he didn't even play ML. He's just out there just streaming other games and he was able to do nothing. So just to bring that out.
I remember when Mlbb in India, we used to log in with the VPN and then we have to like turn off the VPN after we log in. And then the ping goes back to normal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Indian server, I think it's still there.
Sometimes I even played without turning off the VPN in Indonesian server. Okay, and I didn't even lag. I played normally. I even streamed it. I streamed with my VPN on.
How is that possible? Hey, how is that possible? Oh,
Glitch, that was the metric.
For only a week or something. After that, the ping was like very high tense. You're gonna have to remove VPN.
Yep, that's true.
Oh yeah, it is time. I think a lot of changes everywhere. So I think we gotta be ready with hit esports as as its own field. It has undergone through so many innovation at the same time, backlashes are there. So I think we have to be prepared, like all of us who are part of it. And as we're closing, one for the last chase, a question that I really want to pop in is, what would be one advice that you would want to give to everyone, like to the casters, to the streamers?
Okay. One advice I would like to give is be consistent. Consistency matters a lot. Even if you're casting or even if you're only streaming, if you're not consistent, it's not gonna work out for you. And I have learned it the hard way. When it comes to casting, if you're not casting daily, you're gonna lose your flow. If you're casting daily, things are gonna come to you naturally. Yeah, right? But same with streaming. Streaming, you do it in a platform, right? So if you're not consistent in that platform, be it YouTube or be it Facebook or Twitch, the platform is not gonna recommend you. So consistency is all that matters, first of all. And secondly, you gotta have a thick skin if you're a caster or a streamer. There are gonna be negativity, and you will have to be able to ignore that. I'm not the right person to give this advice, because for the most of the time, I have not been able to ignore them. But now I've learned it. So yeah, consistency and thick skin.
Yeah, it's really nice to have a conversation with you. I don't know when did this 1 hour pass. I actually usually keep track on the timer. Yeah, already. I think you really have your presence, Jenny, which I will continue to admire you. And yeah, but we have to sadly say that we have come to the wrap up of the episode. And I hope that one day, you will come again to the episode. Another episode. But I hope that by the time you'll be in the law field, not studying anymore for exams, but actually studying a case instead. So hopefully that happens, and it has been a pleasure to have you in the spotlight. And thank you for sharing your journey and being so transparent with your opinion. I think among the casters, I mean, you are really open, even scared yet. Okay, the scared yet, and you have been really open about your opinion, whether you really don't care whether what people think, and your journey really is inspiring to, I think, all of us. And yeah, I think you will continue to be, because you have set your mark on being one of the first female caster in the MLBB scene, even if it goes forward. So yeah, it was. Thank you so much, Jenny, for having.
Thank you for having me. It was awesome, and it felt good. Felt like I shared a lot of things that I wanted to share.
I'm glad.
So I think I feel heard. So it feels good. Thank you for having me here. Maybe we'll come another day with the caption MLBB caster streamer turned lawyer.
I already have the caption for it.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that was really nice. We'll have her back.
Case of toxic player.
Cuckoo, actually.
You're lovely, Jenny. You're lovely. You're a lovely lady. But yeah. So it was really nice having you guys, all of you who were watching, all the fans of Jenny. I'm sure you guys got to hear the part of her story, why she did what she did. Okay, so love her, continue to support her, and yeah, we will be sharing all her socials again on the description. Make sure you go follow every reel, so we go and spam, and make sure to drop in the post, make sure to drop in your name as well for the giveaway as well, just a slight reminder there. And yeah, we're talking about money. 2020, let 2025 be a shower of financial blessing to everyone. So yeah, make sure that you put the reference for Jenny as well. Okay, and with that will be the wrap up for the night. And with that, mine along with Bolty and Jenny will be signing off. Good night, guys. Bye bye.